Jay Stager from Cold Country Vines and Wines. I'm going to do a couple of video clips over the next few weeks. I'm going to try to make them very consistent, a couple times a week. I'm going to answer a lot of questions that I've been surveying people. A lot of you probably remember the survey you got in an email, and thank you to everyone who answered those surveys. They're very, very helpful. Our customers want to know specific things, and there's actually some recurring themes that are very, very, to me, they're very exciting because I get to actually tell you guys about what you really want to know about wine. And to me, if anybody, if there's those of you out here that know me fairly well, you know I never get sick of talking about wine. I love wine. I love growing grapes to make wine, and I love making wine, and I love tasting wine, both ours and other places. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do, and this is so basic it's ridiculous, is I'm going to show you just the very, very basics on how to taste a wine. Because some of you I've already shown, but I just want to make sure for those of you who missed it, that you at least have a foundation. Now, there's going to be a lot of argument, some of you that know more about tasting wine, that you'll say that I'm not doing it right, or I missed something. But this is just the basics. This is just for the guy who wants to get an optimal experience out of it, and who really doesn't have the money to buy $1,000 bottles of wine where you're going to have 25 or 30 different flavors in there. So I got a little wine in this glass already, but what I like to do is I like to get about a good 2 ounces of wine in there. And that's so that when you swirl it, which you usually try to have it on a nice smooth surface, and you swirl it with the stem down on the surface so you can get a good swirl there. And that way you get them aromas to come up, and they're semi-trapped in that bowl. So then, therefore, when you put your nose in there, you get a real intense version of that wine. One of the reasons why we use this very glass is because this glass focuses your attention on them aromas. We found these glasses at a winery in California. It was Fess Parker. For those of you who remember Fess Parker, he played Daniel Boone. Wonderful winery. They were kind enough to tell us what kind of glasses they used, and we've been using them ever since. So, give her another swirl, get that going. Now, on the nose, which the nose is going to be what people say for the smells you get. I'm going to say I get black currant, I get black cherry, I get some chocolate, and I get a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of leather, and just a hint of 2 different things: strawberry, peppermint. So now, believe it or not, the smell you're going to get off of these is more intense than the taste normally. That's why you put a lot of tannins and things like that. You structure the wine a little thicker inside, because once you taste it, that's going to accentuate all those flavors. Now, the first taste you take, you either swallow it or spit it out, but you don't evaluate the wine on the first taste, because whatever else is in your mouth is going to influence that flavor. So you swish it around in your mouth, and then you swallow it or spit it out, like I said, and it's your choice. I usually swallow it because I love drinking wine. And then you hold off for 30 seconds or so, and then you take that second taste. And there's where the flavors really start coming out. On that second one, they call it trilling. You try to get some air in the wine in your mouth as you're swirling it inside your tongue, and you let the air go up through your nose, and you get these really cool sensations of the chocolate really comes out when you do that in this wine. And the chocolate and the black cherry and the black currant, all 3 of those flavors really hit you hard when you taste it like that. And it's just a much more enjoyable experience. And I'm going to ask you to try it, because once you start doing it, once you start working on the right way to do it, you just enjoy some of these better wines so much more. And I'm just going to leave it at that for now. This is Jay Sager, Coal Country Wines. I'll see you next time.